Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this crazy rock spinning through space. Welcome to the fucking news with me, Deke Jackson. There are only so many people on this planet that I actually give a fuck about. You're probably not one of them. I mean, unless Mum. Hello, Mum. I know my children aren't watching this, my brothers, my family, and they are quite literally the only people I give a fuck about. I expect you're the same. And I see a lot of virtue signaling on the internet, don't you? People saying they support this and they support the other. That's pish. You don't. You don't support fuck all or care about fuck all except the people. The people. Just the people whose deathbed you would attend. Whose fevered brow you would mock. Those are the people I give a fuck about. Those are the things that I am concerned with in my life. The rest of it, fuck it. And so I'm only telling you that to preface what I'm now going to tell you, okay? Just so you know, I'm not here to virtue signal fuck all. I don't give a fuck, okay? I know what I care about, and it's not the fucking world of pish that pretends to be important in the media and on the internet. It's not. It's a fucking circus, honestly. But anyway, I like a circus, you know. I go to the show. You know, you do too. So, the day before yesterday, I gave money to the Ukrainian army. I did. You can see it on my Facebook. I posted the receipt. And there's a link there, if you're interested, where you can give money to the Ukrainian army as well. Oh! All right. Don't get started. Before you get started, I'm going to tell you what I know about the war in Ukraine, okay? We started the war in Ukraine by expanding NATO towards Russia's borders, which we said we would never do. It's quite likely that the Americans and the CIA fomented the Maidan revolution and the massacre, that they are responsible for the massacre in Maidan Square that pushed the pro-Putin leader of Ukraine back to Moscow and installed the clown Zelensky. He is a clown. Literally, he's a clown. He's a former television entertainer. Ukraine, like all countries, all of them, is a mafia enterprise. Don't pretend for a moment that there's something special. People keep telling me, Dick, Ukraine is a corrupt mafia country. They're all fucking mafia corrupt. Every country on earth was created and is maintained by the threat or use of force by lying psychopathic gangs of criminals. It is. So, you know, but Dick, why did you give money to Ukraine then? I'll tell you why I gave money to the Ukrainian army. To annoy people. I don't know how many people it will annoy, but there are some specifically that I want to annoy. I want to annoy Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, specifically. They may never get to know that Deke Jackson gave some money to the Ukrainian army. But, you know, that's the kind of petty cunt I am. Why would I want to annoy them? Because I don't like crass bullies. And so now I'm going to tell you some other things. I am in Tesco's car park. All right? I am in Tesco's car. You can possibly see the Tesco sign over there behind me. This is where the war on earth is. Me and all the other people who came here today are destroying the planet and ensuring the oppression, poverty and suffering of billions of people on earth. So before you start lecturing me about helping to funding the war in Ukraine, Dick, I'm in fucking Tesco's. They fly shit in here from around the world where fucking literally slaves picked my tea. Slaves picked my coffee beans. The Saudi Arabian fucking fuel in my van comes at the cost of slavery, murder, torture, and oppression. Woo! Hey, look at me. So don't give me any fucking pish that somehow your life is not employed in the support of slavery, torture, oppression, and planet fuck. Because it is. It's as inevitable as rain falls on your head. Okay? So let's not pretend that any of us drinks peasant in the field coffee, are free, or can disavow ourselves from the idea that we're helping. I am helping fuck the planet. Hold her down while I rape her. Hold the planet down. You can watch, all right? And then you can have a shot as well, right? So don't give me any pish about funding the war in Ukraine. No, I fucking hate Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. I do, in as much as I can be bothered to have feelings about any of these clowns on the world stage. And I'll tell you why, and why it's important that you should come with me on this journey of annoying these fucking crass bullies. I ran 2 political parties in the UK. I know, you wouldn't think that. Look at me, I'm a fucking, a stoner guitar player from fucking Fife. But no, I started 2 political parties in the UK. I ran them. I have stood against 3 sitting leaders of in the United Kingdom. I abused them in public. I gave them the finger. I called them cunts, whores, and traitors to their face. Yo! Fist bump Deke. Taking it to the fucking man and or the woman, as in the case of Nicola Sturgeon. During all of that time, I tell you what, I never even felt the shadow of any threat on me or my family. In fact, everybody involved in the process of letting me form a political party and call these people cunts and whores and abuse them and give them the finger in public was courteous and enabled and facilitated me doing that. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like you're allowed in this world. You're allowed to engage with the fairy story. I know it's a fairy story. I don't hold any fucking delusion that somehow you can change anything by doing that. But you're allowed to try. You're allowed to try, and you can call them cunts and whores and give them the finger. I mean Saudi whore. No offense to sex workers. Specifically, David Cameron is a Saudi whore. Was a Saudi whore. Maybe he's finished bending over for them now. So I never felt the shadow of any threat. I never lost any sleep worrying that I would become, kidnapped, disappeared, tortured, disenfranchised, disadvantaged, followed, threatened. Nothing. Not a fucking peep out of the establishment. And I mean, I know that's because the establishment here is so long and so deep and so old, they don't give a fuck what you think, okay? I just did it for shits and giggles. Try that in Russia. Yeah, see how you get on with that under Putin's regime, by the way. And so, that's why I figure if I was going to pin my colours to any mast, it would be a mast opposing Putin. I know they have every right to be a mafia fucking criminal enterprise, just as much as we do. Europe and America and its move to the east with NATO, that's a mafia criminal enterprise. You have every right, Russia. I'm not taking anything away from you. Fucking fight them to the bitter end, send your young people to die in the meat grinder. I don't give a fuck. As mentioned before, I only give a fuck about 8 people. And those conscripts in Russia, they're not on my fucking list. Kill them all. Let God decide. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, that's another thing. I have also previously donated to aid in Gaza, but I don't give a fuck about the people in Gaza. I just want to annoy the fucking Jews. I do. I just hope they look at the amount of money being donated to aid in Gaza and they go, the fucking do, oh fucking dare they do. I really do. I just hope, that somehow in the quantum flux of the fucking butterfly wing of chaos in the world, somehow the Israelis look at a fucking spreadsheet and go, people are donating to aid in Gaza. Oh, they're going to roll over Gaza. They're going to kill them all or ship them out. They're going to own the whole fucking country. Trump's Gaza's probably going to happen. So, let's not pretend I'm going to make a difference. I just like to annoy people. So let's come to Trump, shall we? The Trump-Vance-Zelensky White House meeting. Now, again, I know, and you should probably know, that the world is run like that. That's exactly how the world is run. Like behind closed doors, that's exactly how it goes down. You're going to do what we want or fuck you. That's small, hard words. Quite literally, straight to the point, no messing. A deal is like this. If you've ever done a lot of deals, you know, for your, like, you know, your smoke or whatever, a deal goes like this. How much? Okay, I'll buy it. There it is. All right. And you're off. There's no fucking about with a deal. You do this or we won't do that and you'll get fucked. Okay? Behind closed doors, that's how the world is run. You give us your copper mine in Botswana, we'll sell you the helicopters you want. That's how it goes down. All right. So similarly, if you're out on a date, right, and you get to the point where you're inviting her or him, they, in for a coffee, what you don't say is, would you like to come in and suck my cock? You don't say that. You don't say that. Why? Because it's crass and base, and it strips the world of romance and potential. It removes any style and humor, and you could even call it like the, you know, civil behavior, right? You don't say to somebody, do you want to come in and take it up the ass? You say, would you like to come in for a cup of coffee? That's what you say, because that's cool. That's stylish, or whatever you want to say. You know, it's not crass and base. And if they do come in for a cup of coffee, you don't slip them some fucking date rape drug and fuck them in the ass while they're fucking asleep on the couch. You don't do that, because that's wrong. And likewise, Vance and Trump, you don't behave like that. We know you're a criminal mafia. We know. We get it. You won. All right. Whatever. You're big. You're rich. Blah, blah, blah. And you've got all the cards. Yeah. But if you behave like that, it actually makes you look like you have small penises. Not big penises. It makes you look like, if you behave like that, it makes you look like, actually, you look insecure. That's the behavior of insecure people who are afraid. Bullies are always afraid that they will be found out like the Wizard of Oz, that people will stand up to them. And so even though Zelensky is a clown and his country's only existed since 1991 and it's propped up by BlackRock and the murdering psychopaths in Europe, I'm on his side because I don't like crass bullies. Ta-da! Okay, that's all from me today. I'm not giving any more money to the Ukrainian military. I'm sure Europe's going to do that. In fact, it looks pretty much like Europe's going to do that. If you want a potted history of funding wars in the world, remember this. Russia still owes us like gazillions of dollars for saving them from Hitler. It does. It never paid that shit back. It was, Google this. They were supposed to give it back, but they never did. And that was us arming Stalin. We armed Stalin in the fight for freedom. Now, if we in the West can arm fucking Stalin, one of the most fucking psychopathic, paranoid, murdering, military, psychopathic fucking mafia cunts ever, I think we could ease ourselves into funding Ukraine, for a bit longer anyway, at least till Trump leaves office, and some suave, debonair, stylish mafia psychopath takes over America. And we can return to having our planet fucking slavery dished up with charm. You know, because when I go to Tesco's, I'll tell you this, right? I went to Tesco's once, I found a bar of chocolate. It said, slavery-free on the bar of chocolate. Slavery-free chocolate. Fucking A. I'm taking this to the checkout for the following exchange. I found this bar of chocolate. Oh, yes. It says slavery-free. Uh-huh. Do you have any more slavery-free products in Tesco's? Let me just check for you. Oh, I'm sorry, no. We don't have any more slavery-free products in Tesco's. That's the only slavery-free product we've got in Tesco's. So don't give me your do-goody-good bullshit. it's not that it's a bad thing to be swimming in the river. I know we're all swimming in the river. We're all in the water, you know, paddling away. Sometimes you have to decide who you're going to stop drowning. Yeah, they're all cunts. They're all lying psychopathic murderers. But you know, redemption for all. I personally wouldn't spit on Putin or Trump if they were burning. And I wouldn't lift their head out of the water if they were drowning, because they're crass bullies. And, you know, in a room full of mafia psychopathic murdering cunts, like the people shopping at Tesco, there are some little old ladies who I will help across the road. And there are some people who I'm going to watch struggling with their shopping to the car. Just saying. All right, whatever you're going to do, I'd get on with it. Have fun if you can. I'm going to finish smoking my cigar, which no doubt oppresses people in the third world. Drinking my coffee, which no doubt is, the franchise of some uber-rich mafia oligarch somewhere who's fucking his dog. Whatever. If you can live your life without causing any harm, let me know how you did it. And we'll all sing along. All right. Remember, tomorrow is going to suck just a little bit more, and today was the worst day since yesterday. Have fun.